This is my review on the CoBiz Hot Glue Gun. We're going to be repairing one of my door panels. And I took the panel out to do my power windows, the motor. I actually, by accident, ripped off some of these vibration insulators. We're going to be gluing them back on with glue gun. And this is the CoBiz Glue Gun. It's 60 watts. It's dual temperature, so basically what you get is 60 watts or 100 watts. So you can use heat up the glue to whatever temperature you want. The higher temperature is probably going to make the glue run a little longer. It'll stay gooey longer, so you can attach it to whatever you're doing. The 60 is going to be a cooler temperature. So if you're doing like flowers or whatever, some type of artsy crafty stuff, you might want to go with a low temp.
There's a setting for one and the other?
Yeah, I think that's what it says. It's dual settings. So you get, I see this thing in the bottom. It says on and off. That's for the flashlight. You get a power on switch. And I think it might be automatic. Some of them have automatic temperature settings. So
now, I found this in there. It looks like a nail file. Why would there be a nail file in here?
It's probably to clean off the tip of the glue gun. When you get residue glue on there, you probably take off whatever glue you have off the tip. You know, it builds up on there. You get
I think it's 10?
4, 8, 10 full-size glue sticks with the kit. You get instructions, a file, and it's full size, so you know it's cool.
There's some of the features here. It's like if it comes with a stand. You can pop on the stand, pop out the stand.
Let me take this out. So this is the glue gun itself. Put this down. This is a glue gun right here, CoBiz. You get a 60 watt selector right here, or 100 watts. So you go from here to here. You get a little light. Supposedly, I see a little light symbol here. You go on and off. We'll play with that. The LED, it has an LED light built into the tip.
Actually, this is right here. I think we pop that open.
This is a stand, so when you're heating it up, you just put it like that, and then you lay it on a table, and the tip never hits the ground. Put it on a table, and then it never hits the ground. It's hands-free.
Actually, the little light's right here. You can. How do you pop
Yeah.
that? Let's see here.
And then you got a little light selector right here. You flip it open, so you can see whatever you're doing. It's LED. You can see the LEDs in there. You got 2 of them in here, 1 in the front. So if you're gonna do some work at night, like glue, what would you do at night to glue? I don't know.
Anything that falls up.
Your car or something, doing some crafts, and you're in a dark room. You can use it. The flue glue stick fits in there through the back, and then as it heats up, you know, as it heats up, it'll start to melt, and it'll make it easy for the glue to slide in by you squeezing here. So, you know, that's it. Standard glue gun, but it has some frills to it. The LED lights, and you get the switch to put them off here and here. I'm gonna leave it at 100 watts because I think.
You're gonna need it, especially.
Yeah, I need it to be running because the parts that are being glued are going to be the big pieces, so I need to add a lot of glue. And we'll see in a minute. So the glue gun's been heating up, and now I'm just going to squeeze it till it comes out of the tip a little bit. And I got it out of the tip.
It's always good to put a piece of paper or cardboard underneath it in case it oozes a little bit.
Alrighty.
Right, so you can go ahead and test it.
Yeah, you don't want to get the glue on the surface. It's kind of hard to get off once you put it on there. Alright, so now we're going to flip my door panel from my car over to show the inside part. Alright, on this side. Okay. Pause. So when repairing the panel, you just got to look at the factory settings. You look at the factory things. You get a marker, right door, pointing up. I'm just going to put the glue right over the factory glue. You gotta go fast. You don't want it to melt on you.
You want to melt.
You don't want it to dry on you while you're still while you're
before you glue it on.
Before you put it on the surface. Okay, so it's on
You
there.
got plenty enough?
Almost. Follow the directions of the arrow.
Well, make sure you're on a sturdy surface or someone else is holding it for you too. You want nothing to collapse.
And it's on there. I'm holding it and supporting it from both sides.
Squish it down.
Squish it down, that way it spreads. Okay. Not like it matters. This is going to be hidden anyways. You're going to see it inside the car. Alright, now, that one little panel right here took one glue stick.
One whole glue stick?
One whole glue stick, that whole panel. So, you start feeding the next one behind it, and it'll push the other one forward. What you do is, like once again, you're following the same track of the factory machines that put the glue on the foam, and okay. I use a hotter temperature to make sure that it stays liquid much longer. Look at the direction of the factory setting, arrows, and you put it right over there. You hold it down. All this does is just keep the door panels from vibrating within the car. So when you're driving, you're not getting road noise or any vibration off the doors like you get with a lot of the older cars. They were more simple, they were easier to work on, but they didn't have the comforts that newer cars have. Anybody who's into cars will know and appreciate old cool. There's a beauty to the simplicity of it, of those cars. You can repair them with a couple of wrenches, versus new cars. You need computers and stuff just to get them to fire and have the cylinders fire, and you have diagnostics. Something about a carburetor that just makes it that simpleness of it, that just makes it really nice. But that's just
time.
Yeah.
Try out on the next one. Try out the light so we can see how the light.
Okay, we're gonna use the light on the. Let me use it on the next one because I already have this sprayed on here.
Yeah.
I don't want to. All right, that's more than enough glue. Should pour off the sides. You hold it there till it cools off, just a little bit. When this glue dries, it should stay fairly clear. It's a cloudy finish. Okay. See, these are already kind of dry. I don't want to pull on them too hard yet because I don't want the panel coming off. Anybody who's worked with hot glue knows that you get these little stringers. It's just part of the game. Little spider web looking things. Let me close this. I should leave it there just in case I put it down again. Alright, so let's test out the lights like you want it. We got this. And ta-da!
Let's take a look at that.
You get a light in the front.
Whoa, that's pretty bright. LEDs are always bright.
You get a light in the bottom and a light up top. Two LEDs up top. And I'm gonna put the glue on this. I guess this would be. I could have done this in the dark at night, outside, with this little light. Or if you're doing like some type of project that requires you to be outdoors.
It helps you see the finer details if you're working on something intricate.
You could do like on a caulking gun and just do the perimeter and just close this off and just get in there real close. Give it a nice amount of glue. Glue is cheap. Let me get on that side, honey. That one has plenty of overhang, so I'm good on that one. I'll just throw a little bit on this side.
So overall, what do you think?
It's really good. I like the light function. It's very cool.
Easy to grip too.
Yeah.
The handle.
I wear extra large gloves, and you know, I'm a pretty big dude. And it fits my hand good. If you're a lady with a small hand, it might be huge on your hand, but I don't think it'll be much of an issue. Here, you have small hands.
There you go. That's pretty good. Actually, it feels, the weight of it feels pretty balanced.
Yeah, it's good.
So I think even with someone with small hands, it's really secure. You can really work very precisely with this. It's lightweight.
Yeah.
The balance of it is really well.
It doesn't heat up very much like some of the older guns. Some of the older guns,
yeah, it's very
you touch them and they get really hot up here.
Upward.
But it's very well ventilated and it feels nice and cool to the touch. I mean, it's hot if I touch the plastic, but it's not like...
The handle is very
I'm
cool to
going to
touch.
add some dots on this side.
It has a good fine tip point to it too.
Yep. I'm just treating it like caulking. I don't want to go crazy on it. I don't want to go further than the factory did. But just a little more, you know. I don't think it'll hurt anything. Let me spin this around. Let me spin it around. And I'm going to do this edge. A little bit on this edge. Just a little bit. This hot glue, once it gets on there, it's pretty solid. So I'm not going to go all the way around. I don't want to overdo it. Just a couple little spots. So that I know it's not going to fall off again. Spider will take the spider thing off. We can disconnect it. We can shut off the lights. Open up the legs. The support.
Was the stand high at all?
No, the stand is cool. It's cool to touch. It's this. Even after it's been running for about what, 10 minutes, honey? It feels like it's in the 90, about 100 degrees, like touching the hood of your car in the middle of the day. I'm disconnecting it so I can start cooling off. I lowered the LED lights. Left everything as is. Now I'm gonna
So this is not an on-off switch. This is just a switch for the different wattages, right?
Yeah. You have a 60 watt setting, and then a 100 watt setting.
Because that almost looks like an on-off switch, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess it has a resistor in there, or what do you call that? Potentiometer? No, I think it's a resistor that changes the amount of wattage or voltage that goes through it, and it changes the amount of heat running through the coil or whatever it is that they're using to get it hot. It's basically a big resistor that causes it to heat up.
What do you think, winner?
Yeah, two thumbs up. I like the light thing. After, if you wouldn't have mentioned it, I wouldn't have remembered it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really cool. The light thing is really cool because it makes it. If you're doing this outside or something, it does help. Let me put this down. So I went ahead and put it in the sink to let it cool off.
Of course, do not turn on the faucet once in the sink. Of course,
it's disconnected.
Remember that.
Don't put it into the sink if it's connected. I still have 8 glue sticks for my other 4 panels. So I used about 1.5 sticks. No, about a whole stick just for one panel. And if you look at the panel, I can now lift it up with these things. Even though it's not fully dried, you can see that it's over here, still soft.
Yeah, I would suggest wait like maybe an hour.
Yeah, Well,
Just to be on the safe
yeah.
side.
It's on there good. Now you just clean off all your little spider webs that you get from the glue.
That's pretty good glue.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. You know, the glue. They have some of them that are like Gorilla Glue. They make glue sticks too, that are for like different applications if you want something stronger. But basic hot glue is just the way to go. That was a review on the CoBiz. That was a review on the CoBiz Hot Glue Gun. Again, that was with the 60 watt and 100 watt setting. I was using it on 100 watts because I wanted the glue to stay warm, liquid longer. This is a switch for the on and off for the lights. You saw that earlier. You get the little flip up light. Cleans up really easily with a little piece of paper, while it's still warm. Just make sure you don't squeeze the trigger so more doesn't come out. And you can store it like this.
What about the nail file again?
The nail file is under the box.
Do you think you need it with this?
The nail file, it's just for cleaning the tip. You just use the little rounded off edge on there. Let me take it out of here. Take it out of here.
And they give you everything you possibly could need with starting with this gun.
You have to start with it. You get the instructions and the warranty. You get for the warranty you get 18 months. For 30 days you get a full warranty for 18 months, and then for 30 days from the purchase, you can return your undamaged product for a full refund. But you want to record it, right? Oh, yours? Yeah. So there's the glue gun, and there's a little file that it comes with. And what you can do is just scrape off any glue that's on there. But like I said, with if you've used a glue gun before, you don't really need this. It's a cool little add-on for if you're using like the black ones that I think they're higher temps, and they kind of crucify on there more. They have a black glue stick that is like for a higher temp, and then I've seen the Gorilla Glues. I don't know how that functions as far as sticking to the brass. You might be able to use this, but mainly it's pretty good for other type of glue sticks. This one, you just wipe it off with a paper towel while it's still warm, and you're done. That was a review on the CoBiz.